You want to explain the agenda today, Sam?
Yeah, basically today we want to get you guys up to speed to our bigger announcement. I'm sure you guys might have heard, maybe you don't. Some people didn't check in yesterday. Maybe you didn't see your mass email that we sent out, but we have an announcement of some changes that we've made and some changes that we're gonna that are really big changes that I think will affect you guys down the road. So you want to make sure you see and hear what we have for you this morning. And I think Ramon might have some other things that he wants to show you about our back office or get you up to speed. So Ramon,
Awesome. Yes, you want to pass me the screen, sir?
oh yeah.
Thank you. You're a gentleman and a scholar. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for being here. We want to show you a couple of new added features and features that will be added soon. As of today, today's the 5th, we have till 11th, this feature here, this one right here says your status in structure 1, active paid until the 6th, etc. This is going to be removed on the 11th of May. Everyone has to pay their $25 subscription out of pocket, not out of profit. We're not going to allow out of profit any longer because we don't want to rely on new members being brought into our system. We don't want to rely on that. We want to make sure everyone's using our tools and our software for their $25 subscription. And we want to make sure that you guys understand that this is going to create that income that you are receiving now to continually come in month after month, week after week, year after year. So hopefully you guys understand. Well, the thing you can do if you are a legacy participant and you do have a debit card, if you ordered it within the company and you have your funds on that card, you're going to be able to use that card to pay for your monthly subscription. So in a way, you're already doing it with your profit. You're just doing it through the company debit card rather than your wallet money. Okay, so it's imperative that we add that feature for the long growth of our company. If just to say today, if it ended and there was no more people coming into the program, let's just say worst case scenario, we would still continue to grow because everyone that's already in will continue to pay that $25 from their either the debit card, credit card, or Payza accounts, which then will keep us flourishing and growing, and everyone would still continue to receive that money. So if those of you that are receiving hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars already, you will continue to receive that no matter what happens from here on out. That's to sustain us long term. Again, the alternative to that, so many people think, why? I wanted to pay with my profit. Well, here's the thing. You still can pay with your profit. You just have to order the debit card and use that to pay with your profit. Or when we pay you, you can take the funds that goes to your Payza account to pay in for the next month and so on. So hopefully you guys understand that there's nothing major. It's just this button here is going to be removed. You will still be able to pay with your profit for the other two structures. That we're going to leave in there. We're not going to change that. You'll still be able to pay your profit with the other two structures. It's just the $25. That is it. The initial investment that's coming out of your pocket. That is the only one that we are asking for every month. That being said, we changed the labeling. As you can see, we had a gentleman yesterday say, why does it say info? How come we can't have it say getting started? As you can see, it is now saying getting started. So the members can then gravitate to this area and see what they need to see what we have added here. The tools will also be here. PDL Pro marketing systems here. You got the level 1 structure tool here, the level 2 structure tool, and the level 3 structure tool. If you have unlocked them, then they will be there. We have the payout for United States. If you want to order your debit card for United States members, you can order it here. And for international card members, you can order it here. Training videos are here. We just added a new video that was recorded yesterday. As you can see here, it says new changes on 511 important video, new features added. That video you can play and watch this. It's about 46 minutes long possibly, You have the how to pay for membership video, social auto post a training video, my site feature training video. Those are all here. So there'll be more training videos added as time goes by. That being said, what I've also wanted to share with you is if you wanted to reach out to your free members that you've sponsored, there wasn't a way before to reach those people, but now you can. When you click on, just head on over to sponsored members, right here where it says sponsored members, then click on details. Once you do so, you're going to see your free and paid members. If they're free, it'll say free right in this box. Then you can just click on this little email blue box here, envelope, and it's going to open up the email section. You can change the heading and you can change the message if you would like to. And this is how you reach those free members and anticipate them to upgrade and the reason why and how it will benefit them. You can then click the send button here. Okay, that is a phenomenal feature for those that don't have a marketing platform or system like PDO Pro or any other marketing system you possibly may not have in your arsenal of tools. We're going to allow you to go ahead and send messages out between your members, your sponsored, free and paid. So it does not matter. That way you can communicate with everyone in your structure. This is imperative considering these are the people that are paying you with their subscription. The earnings that you're creating, that is what's bringing money into your household. We want to make sure that that is not going to stop. That being said, those are the new features that were added recently. We've also fixed the My Site area. We've not fixed, but we added a feature where you're going to be able to edit the end of the link. Before you weren't able to edit it, and you possibly just put test site here or something of that nature, and you weren't able to use it or change it. Well, now you can. You can change this at will, the end of the link. But what you do need to remember is you have to add the / at the very end of it, no matter what you put in here. You can't add numerical digits. You can only add letters here. There can only be letters, and again, you have to add the dash at the end of it. That way you can change it, because you may possibly not be in the business that you're promoting tomorrow or a week or a month later. You may want to change that. You're going to be able to do that at will. You have 2 pages to create whatever advertising you like. That being said, there's a training video right here. If you watch this video to its entirety, it'll teach you the in and outs of the My Test feature, okay, or My Site pages, excuse me. For example, the locks, what they do, the edit your page. If you click on this little page here, you're going to be able to edit whatever you have there. You can add video, text, and so on, as you can see here. You can add headings. You can preview what it's going to look like by clicking on this little preview button, and it will show you what your site is going to look like on the net. Okay, it will have the header here. Okay, and there's a reason why it's here. It's going to all the heading up here. When you do share this link, your links, it will be gravitating to your site, so get you registered, get you more signups. So that being said, that is additional. It's great to have this feature here because you can add pictures, photos. You may be selling Avon and you want to add a new Avon product. You can add a picture and then a button under it, and the button will lead you to your Payzelle or PayPal account where they can pay you for your order or for the order that you will be sending them and so on. So there's a lot of different features you can add here. You can change the color of the text, the background of the entire thing. Let me see, I don't even know how to do it, but I'm working on that. Like right here, they say yellow, there we go, now it's yellow with the red, and so on. Show blocks, you got your calendar insert tables and pictures and flash, and you can add hyperlinks and so on. So if you want to create a sales funnel to a particular product or website you have, you can also do that as well. So that being said, those are the features that we've added that are new in the system. Also, the registration page is going to change. We've added 2 features yesterday, which was the email, the username. No, excuse me, it was the passwords. We added the password twice here, so that way they don't head on over to their email for that. Okay, they'll know what they've added here, so they can just log in right in here. They don't need to be. They don't have to wait for an email. They don't have to be forwarded anywhere. Again, we're also adding first name and last name to this form. That'll be hopefully by tomorrow. that'll be here. Let me go ahead and refresh this. Maybe it's here now. I want to make sure. No, tomorrow it'll be there. You'll see first name, last name, email address, username, choose password, re-enter password, and then that'll be here. Also, for those that have difficulty understanding the registration process, we also have added a registration video right down below. So all they have to do is click on this button. It'll be sent to a next page, and they can watch the training video how to register for the program. It's that simple. That being said, that's just to help and guide people through the process. We've also, as you can see here, legacy mission statement is here, tools that we're offering, and the latest news will always be here. So keep an eye out for the latest news. It'll be at the very bottom here. Also here at the top. When you click on news, you'll see the news just pop up and all the dates and times of the news. Okay, so make sure that you're keeping an eye out because this is content that we've shared. Like this was today. We had a little glitch in the system. So go ahead and read on that if you would like to. We had to get that fixed, and we already got that fixed, so that's a good thing. But that being said, read the news. It's always good to get informed of what's happening within the legacy. We have some features that Sandra, you want to talk about that now? What you're going to be adding to soon, or is that
Yeah,
something you want to wait till later? Okay, go ahead.
yeah. I'm still trying to work all the logistics out, but and I know I already know what the downside of this is going to be, but I'm just going to put it out there anyway. Um, as admin, we see an influx of a lot of people signing up for admin. A lot of free people are falling into the system, and the draw to a lot of other programs is they have a pay it forward type of system. Um, Ramon and I always like to be the humanitarians and with our energies, our efforts, and our work, our talents, and everything. But we always want to give back as well. So people that need help up, we want to. I asked Ramon if it was okay if we took some of the company's funds and made it a monthly thing where we would help at least 50 people get into the business. Now, those 50 people will be people that signed up under admin, and we would go down there and put those people in the business. And now, them getting a pay it forward gift or whatever comes with them having to meet certain criterias. I'm working out those criterias right now because I've been in pay it forward type of programs, and people don't come in with the right mindset. If you don't set it up right, then it's not going to be successful. You're just basically throwing money out. The people in our community, you'll receive a blessing because somebody is always being blessed when admin brings in a person. So that is a guarantee that somebody is being blessed. Somebody is getting an income, $5 or something. Somebody is going to be pushed to the next level because of the work that we do. I told Ramon that we have enough people sitting on the fence to why we really have to go out and advertise on all these different web exchanges, paying thousands of dollars for advertisement when you already have people that's here, and we can work with the people that are really have interest and really think they can really build their business, but it's a fine line and separation. It's not going to be a handout. It's going to be some type of program that they're going to be able to work it out. So I'm building the logistics right now, and you guys should see it in the near future because like I said, I want to really run with it and see how it's going to work. Some details will be laid down, and as we evolve and as we move along, we'll readjust things as we see that things needs to be readjusted. But the that is the program. It's $25 legacy. Pay it forward community is what the my Facebook is going to be, and I'm going to bring the people in that have interest that signed up for free. That's in $25 legacy, and then I will vet them and see exactly what their intentions are and have them do a few exercises, like maybe bring in some people that have interest, and once you bring in two people that have interest, then we'll go ahead and put you into the program. So now I'm just continuing replenishing people that have interest. I don't really have to go look for these people. I don't have to go pay a website to send them to my site. they're already here. We don't have issue with people hitting our sites. We don't have that issue. Now is they're hitting our sites, but they're sitting around, and some people do want to activate. They just for some reason might not have the funds. So this is where we're at with that. So
So
um,
they have to sign up with the admin link. They have to be a free member with the admin link, which is admin number one,
right.
correct?
Right. Now
Okay.
if you guys want to, there's teams out there that have their own pay it forward type of program. That's what they do, but we're trying to do something a little bit different. And if you have, if you think about the funds that you have in your account and you're already in profit, then you already should know how to work that leverage for that 25. If you don't, then maybe you could sit in on some training calls where we could teach you guys how to leverage your 25 to really build your team really fast. And if you're having troubles really getting out to people, there is a way to leverage them into your program without any risk to them. When people don't have to take risks, they'll try it. And then really you don't have a big loss if you do help that person into the program. But you got to know how to do it, and you got to know how to do it right. So we want to be able to teach you guys. So I'll be doing that as well, teaching people the mindset and the technique of really building a fast organization just by using that $25 as a leverage, pay it forward type of deal. If you do it right, you can really build a big organization under you, but you got to make sure you're not giving welfare to the wrong people, and that's come by being able to interview and really connect to those people and find out their intentions, what they really have, and then to make them do a little bit of work before you give them that $25 PIF. So that's where we're standing on that. Ramon.
Yeah, I think that was great information. As you can see, that is much better than just advertising. Why? Because advertising is no guarantee. But the PIF program is guaranteed that these members are coming in paid members. So rather than, like Sam said, rather than spending on empty spaces, not knowing who's going to come in, when they're going to come in, the people are here. They're registered with admin. They're going to be paid forward in. For those of you that will sign up with admin and change because there was a mistake, too bad. Now you missed out. That being said, that was just a joke. But that being said,
So
for those of you that sign up with admin, get ready.
you're gonna see. Well, even if you're signed up under somebody who signed up with admin. Now, like we tell people, spillover is not something that we talk about. Is not something that we even offer. But you can't believe these people that we're paying it for has to fall somewhere, and that wherever they fall might be you. We don't know, but when they fall there, you will receive that, whatever level they fall on that payment for that level, $5 or whatever. And then if that person moves through the matrix, then they become a $15 person to you. And then if they go even further, they become a $30 person. So a maximum of $50 if you didn't bring them in, and then $60 if you did bring them in. So if you have a lot of people coming in that you didn't bring in, you just do the math on that. So that there is a lot of benefits for admin being able to really effectively disperse the funds towards this type of program. But like I said, it's not going to be just a gimme, gimme, gimme. It's going to be they're going to come to work. Why? Because I'm the one controlling the entry, and we know exactly who brought what in. We see everything, so it's not like they can really lie about the whole thing. Like they could lie to you, but they can't lie to me because I can see exactly what they're doing. So you rest assured they're not going to just get a free ride. I know a lot of people thinking, oh, they're just going to get that money and run.
Well, here's what I want to share with that too as well is that when a member is added to our program,
Hmm.
whoever brings them in, there's 4 people being paid. It's not just one. This is why we mean team build, a real team build. A real team build when someone comes in and 4 people are being paid because of that. You want to work with a community of people like that, that just like if you have 3 people and they all bring one, you got 6. 6 brings one, you got 12, and so on. Your matrices, it starts with the 39. Keep building 39s over and over and over and over again. It'll fill up the 5x3 and 10x3 because these are the same people in the 3x3. Same people. They're not going to change. It's not different people from the 3x3, 5x3, unless somebody passes somebody, which, we've added and has happened. So that being said, if you are building a 3x3 with a great, great group of people, keep building 3x3s. Who doesn't have 3? Let's get 3 there. Things of that nature, because they're helping you. You may not see the funds on the invisible 4th and 5th level. You can't see because you only get paid for the 3x3. But those people are moving into the 5x3, which is paying you there. Those old people you can't see will be on the 5x3 because you'll be able to see them there. And then you'll see them in the 10x3 and so on. So that money moves along smoothly by you growing with the team of people. So this is a great system because when one person comes in, 4 people got paid. The sponsor got paid twice if he doesn't have a full 3x3 because he got 10 and the 5. So that's 15. Somebody else got a 5, right? That's 20, and somebody else got another 5. 25.
Yeah. There it is. Helping other people.
That means. Go ahead, sir.
No, I said just commenting helping other people. That's what it's about.
That's it. The program is easy to build. We had a couple of cancels, but because of their sponsor. Their sponsor's not educating them correctly. It was the same. The people that canceled had the same sponsor. So we know who that sponsor was. He took his money and he ran. He just said, okay, I'm all set. I took my money, I'm gone. But we know his education, he didn't educate his team. He didn't tell them what we were about. He just told them, get in, let's get the money. He wanted to make as much money he can off his people and then break. It's just the way people are. So you got to be careful when you sign up with someone. Make sure that sponsor is someone that's going to actually contact you and work with you and find out that they really want to work with the system. Because you're going to get those that come here and want the money and that's it, and they're going to leave. So just be aware of that. If you're looking for long-term income, we're building this thing long-term, not short-term. Is there a lot of money to be paid here that you can make here? Of course there is. We've already paid out. It's already out there. People are making a lot of money. They've never made in other companies. Why? Because we pay out a lot of money. There's a reason for that. We built it that way. So that being said, if you sit here and you work the system with us, you use the tools that we're giving you, and then in the future, the tools that are coming, plus the pay it forward feature that Sane is coming out with, we're helping and assisting everyone as best we can. We cannot bring you a stack of money rolled up and put it on your lap. We can't do it.
That would be nice.
System, that would be nice, but you got to do a little bit of work. You got to do a little bit of work. It doesn't take a lot of people to get in profit in our program. It only takes 2 people. Okay? So if you get the right 2 people, guess what? That $25 is no longer coming out of your pocket. Okay? Because then when you withdraw that money, you can pay in back with that same amount of money, or you can pay with your you pay for your, because 11 we're changing that, but you can pay with your the money you earned for your next month and so on. If you would like to pay ahead, you can do that too. I want to make sure people understand. Right now is the 5th. If you're due on the 19th, you could pay now and then be due in June. July. Sorry, July I meant to say. You won't have to pay June. You'll have to pay July because you paid ahead of time. So you could pay 5 months ahead of time, 6 months ahead of time if you would like to within the system. For those that are afraid to lose their position and so on. So if you got extra $100 laying around, you could buy yourself another 4 months. 4 months of business.
So Ramon, question.
5 months. Go ahead.
So on the 19th, my subscription is due.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't pay it on the 19th. Will I be canceled that day on the 19th?
You'll be removed on the 31st. 31 days less than 30. 1 day later. The day that you do, the day that it says there is when it's due. That's when it's due. If you look to pay it the day after, you won't be in the system. You won't even be a member. You are non-existent. You are kicked out, deleted, gone.
Okay.
Make sure you guys understand that.
So,
So pay
so
on
that's
that day.
that's
That's the
it.
latest.
31 days from the time you join. If you do not pay, you will be removed out of the system.
No, 31 days is when
But
they're removed,
when
actually.
they're removed, because I had a lot of people asking me, well, you got 31 days after the 19th, like a little holding over grace period,
There's no grace.
you know, yeah, that's the
If if
clarification
it,
I need.
if today's the 5th. Today's
Right.
the 5th. So the 5th of June is 30 days. That's your last day to pay. If you don't pay that day, the next day you're gone. That's 30 days. 5th to the
Exactly.
5th.
Great stuff.
We don't want people to leave, obviously, but we want people to get paid on time every time. Don't you, when you're at work and you're busting your behind and your employer, or for some reason there's a problem with the payment processor, I'm sure it's happened to many of you before, and they couldn't pay you immediately, and you had to wait for your check on Monday, but you got no gas money for the weekend?
Mm-mm.
Weren't you complaining? I mean,
Mm-mm.
I'm sure you will. Anyone, if your employer doesn't pay you on time, you'd get upset. And you
Yeah.
love to receive your money for the work that you've done. So, that being said, it's exactly why we have to build it this way.
Yep.
Hopefully, you guys
And
understand.
we talk about companies that we did the work and it was so hard for us to get our money out of that company, and that's one reason why we're really adamant about making sure that everybody is getting paid in a timely manner when you click that button. um, and that's another reason, another thing, Ramon. When they click that button and decide they need their money, what type of period they got? 7 days, correct? From the time they push that button, they have 7 days to uh, that they'll receive their funds.
Yeah, you have 7 days from the day that you hit the withdrawal. Let me give you an example. Today's the 5th. If you hit the withdrawal button today, that means 7 days later, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is when you're going to be paid. 7 days later. You get paid weekly. That's a week. 7 days in a week. So every week is when pay out the withdrawals. Okay? Sometimes with Payza, we may get lucky and be able to pay a day early. But don't look for that every time. So it's 7 days.
7 long days.
That's what, believe it or not, the support tickets came in and said, hey,
Can I get paid now?
this is what he said. This is what a couple of support tickets I received. It says, hey, this is a weekly program. I know you get paid weekly, but it's been 6 days or it's been 5 days and I don't see my money yet. I said, well, because we get paid in a week, 7 days. 7 days. So what day you hit it? If you hit it on this day, so this day. As a matter of fact, that person that sent a support ticket, I paid them before they sent that support ticket out. So they were already paid, but they sent a support ticket anyway, not knowing that they were paid. But that being said, it's 7 days, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a month. It's 7 days. It's not our fault. If I can pay you tomorrow, I would. Go to Payza and go look at the payment processor and go to look at the support section. It says there, all funds on hold for exactly 7 days. That's nothing that I can change. We have to wait until October to then reapply so we could pay out earlier. That's what they told me. Payza. I've already tried to. And the same thing with our payment process of a debit card. It takes time for the money to process, and then it takes time for the money after process to be added to the bank account and then be transferred. The transfer from the debit card, the money to the debit card is immediate, but the process it takes for it to go from the processor to the merchant to the bank account is what takes time. So that has nothing to do with us. It's just a transfer of the funds. But if we could pay out next day, we would have, but we can't. So hopefully you guys understand that. I want to add another feature here. A lot of your questions could be answered right here. This is the facts. It's always being updated with new questions and new answers. The numericals are a little off here. Don't don't pay no mind to the numbers because we had to delete some stuff and change a few of these questions. But we have to go ahead and add more as time goes by. We will be adding. So if you have any questions, because some people ask me, well, is a company a force field matrix? I mean, is it a company field matrix? Well, here we go. Is the $25 legacy company field matrix? If you click on it, no, this is a follow your inviter program. The answer's right there. That's all. So if they need to ask these questions, how does the $25 legacy pay out? And you click on it. A, pays out weekly. Example. And here's an example. And then if you've chosen to pay by credit card or debit card, you'll be paid by ordering a company debit card or Payza. And this we pay out weekly payout. So all the questions are answered right here, ladies and gentlemen. How do you recover your password? $25 legacy in international program. When do you get paid commission? So on. These questions are right here, ladies and gentlemen. Just take some time out to come visit the facts area before you ask a question. If it's not here, let us know. If it's something that we feel it needs to be added here, we'll add it. We don't have a problem doing that. So just to let you know, that's just something that we needed to add. The legacy tools, the retail products should be here shortly. They're adding the finishing touches, and I'll add that here shortly. For those that are using the legacy matrix to get in, you're going to get it at a cheaper price. That's all I wanted to add.
So, Ramon,
yes.
So I have a question. Under the payment settings in $25 legacy, what do we put for account ID? I'm not using.
Right.
I'm not using Payza. Let me finish. I'm not using Payza. I prefer the $25 legacy debit card number go to the account ID. So that's where the confusion is what do they put if they're not in Payza or if they do have Payza. So go ahead.
If you have Payza, it says right here, it says specify name, which again, that's no longer going to need to be an issue because that's why we're fixing out the form here. They'll have it here, so no longer it will be up here. But the specify ID, what we're going to do is, give me 1 second. My phone's ringing. I do apologize. All right, right here, specify ID is payment settings. Okay, if you click on payment settings and you see where it says specify ID or access ID, that is your Payza email. Right in this area. If you go to payment settings, if you don't have a Payza account and you use debit card or credit card to pay in and you want the debit card, there's no email you need to add here. You can leave that as is, or if you don't like that pink box here, you could put anything there just to get rid of that. That little box here. But payment settings is more or less for emails for the payment processor that we use for Payza. Now, when you click on withdrawal, okay, so let's click on withdrawal request. Let's say you have Payza and debit card. There's no credit card here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so when you click on processor and click on payout, debit card is if you ordered the company debit card, which is right here, ladies and gentlemen. The US one and the international one. Okay? That's where you order that card. If you want it from Payza, you click on Payza. We already know the email from Payza because you added it here in your payment settings. Okay? So when you click on payment settings, give me 1 second. Let me unshare my screen for 1 segundo, just so I can get rid of that. All right, here we go. We're back. As you can see here, when you click on payment settings, payment processor, it'll be Payza. Okay? There's no credit card. We can't pay credit card, so we have to somehow get rid of that. But there's no credit card. We can't pay you to your credit card. It's impossible. It's impossible for us to pay your credit card. Okay, so Payza is the only choice here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to get that removed because we have members that selected that, expecting to get paid to their credit card. We cannot do that. Payza and debit card only. This here is where you add your Payza email address right here. That way we know that's the email address to send the Payza payment to. A lot of members got that quickly. I might change this to Payza for right now because we will add more processes as time goes by. That's why it says account ID instead of Payza because Solid Trust Pay is right around the corner to be added as a payment processor. And then we may be adding some more. Bitcoin is coming too. So for those of you that do not know, this is your email for Payza right now. So hopefully you guys got that. Once we have more processes added, then we'll add, that here as maybe under this we'll put your email for processor. That's what I'll have added. So maybe that'll make it easier because there's people that are putting their actual ID number here, which is the number that they're associated with the company. Like they put ID number 4. I can't pay ID number 4. I need an email. So again, we'll fix it on our end. Hopefully, make it a little easier.
Can we put a video there? Can we put a video there too?
Right down here.
Explaining this section.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, that's what I think it would be 100%. We had can we put 2 credit cards on? Oh, I didn't mean to laugh. Can we put 2 credit cards on file in our back office in case some reason the first one don't work?
We don't file credit cards here. We don't when you purchase a position, the $25, we don't keep any of that information on this website. That information goes to the processor, which is authorized, is what we're using.
And we don't store it there either.
We don't store it there. The only numbers we see are the last 4. That's why if you submitted a ticket and you wanted to know if your transaction went through, there's a reason why we ask you for your last 4 numbers. That's the only way for us to track it. And then we can tell you if it went through or if it was declined.
Yeah.
So,
let me see. So the credit card. Now, I think the reason why Mark Woodard wanted it, so if say their subscription was due and it went to go take it from the card and it failed.
It will not take it from the card automatically. Not until May 11th. On the 11th is when we're going to switch it to a monthly subscription, where it's automatically going to come out of your card on file.
So if that card on file fails,
you are kicked out of the system. I don't see why it would fail unless you don't want to be in the business anymore. I mean, if I'm in a business and I'm going to make sure that money is there every month.
Prepaid cards, preloaded cards that don't have the funds there. And people, I've seen that from our old platform. People were not funding their cards in time. Yeah, the card was on file.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But here's what I would do. If in that case, and this is something you can do, which I mentioned earlier, add $75 to the card. Then pay 3 months ahead of time. That way you don't have to worry about it for 3 months, and by that time you'll be in profit, possibly. And the income you can just use once you get the company debit card. You can use that to pay now. You don't need no longer to use your that whatever card, the prepaid card, or your bank card anymore. All you have to do is add your company debit card, the one we give you, where we transfer your funds. So you'll know you'll have the funds there if you're in profit. So use that card to pay your monthly subscription. That's what we're telling you. It's very easy. It's instead of clicking from your wallet, it's going to that card. And same thing with Payza. We're gonna have a subscription button, which every month. So it's just easier. Payza, to be honest, is the easiest. I know people say it's a difficult processor to get in and to verify, but there's a reason for that. I mean, if people are lying and putting false information on there and they're hiding stuff, of course you're not going to be accepted from Payza. But Payza is a legit processing company. I mean, they just want to identify you. They want to make sure it's you that wants the money or that's withdrawing the money or etc. I mean, that's something you have to fix with Payza. It's just like PayPal. PayPal wants to identify who you are. They're not going to just let anyone open up a business account. You got to put your verification, your bank ID, bank statement, utility bill, picture ID, license number, etc. Payza has a debit card too, by the way. If you have a Payza account, order the debit card. If you've been paid, I've paid out $600 to a Payza account yesterday. So they can order the card. It takes 4 to 8 weeks, depending on where you live. Then you get the card, and then you use that to pay your funds and your bills and everything else. It works just like any other card. It's a MasterCard. It just says Payza. That's it. So, I mean, you have a lot of options here, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need to add 10 more processes. It doesn't make sense. If Payza is accepted all over the world almost, and the debit card is international and you domestic, there should be no reason why you should have a problem paying or using your funds, to buy and to pay your bills, etc. So hopefully you guys understand that.
Yeah. How strong is the security on your site?
It's encrypted. It's encrypted and secured. I mean, we periodically change our password as well. I mean, because nobody listen. Fort Knox is insecure enough. You know what I mean? People break into the military computers, and they have way better security than we do.
Yeah.
But yes, we've gone through. We have a dedicated server. We take care of what we need to take care of here. We do have encryption codes and encryption. I mean, there's a platform that we use. I'm not going to say the name because that'll give hackers a easier way to get access to. But I mean, there's a program that we use that keeps our platform encrypted. They just can't come in and copy all that stuff and everything else. So just to let you know, and it wasn't cheap. It was the lowest bill. I think it was like $999 for that. So I mean, it's definitely cost money. So we do have a security, but again, if the military can get broken into, anything can. So I mean, but we do whatever we can to not the best we can to fix that. So
let me see what else I got. I got I got some questions coming in. Bitcoin for paying in and out is almost awesome. The cost-effective solution for everyone. I guess that was just a statement from Miss Reagan telling us about Bitcoin. We know about Bitcoin. We admire Bitcoin, and we're putting Bitcoin. Bitcoin comes with a lot of education. There's still people are still not understanding Bitcoin, so that's up to the community for them to get up to speed with Bitcoin. Our last program we paid out in Bitcoin, so we know all about that. Thank you, Ms. Reagan. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're adding that. This should be implemented by next week. Hopefully, it'll be here next week.
Mm-hmm.
For those members that want to, use Bitcoin.
Mr. Reagan, Mr. Martin. Okay.
Martin,
you understood. It doesn't have any gender. I'm just answering the question. I'm sorry. Can earnings be used to pay it forward?
You can use, yes, that feature will be available. We're not going to get rid of that. For earnings can use to be paid forward, as well as, let's say because this has happened already. Members wanted me to give them their money back from the withdrawal area because they weren't going to have enough to cover for the next month. You understand, we're a monthly program. We're not weekly program. Monthly meaning everybody subscribed to pay their $25 monthly. So, whatever money you have now in your account, and if every member pays their second month, you're going to double that amount of money if they all stayed and paid. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is if you have, say you have 190 showing, and this is the first month, then the second month, if you didn't withdraw nothing, times 2. 190 times, if everybody stays and everybody pays their subscription again for $25. Every member. So now you have a lot of money to cover your next month. You can take your money and withdraw it. I never withdraw in the first month. Never. Not unless I have a ton of money. That's different. Now, if you have a 990 and you're in all 3 structures and you got it covered, you're good to go. I know next month This is going to be zero because my 190 is going to go through all three structures. Okay, I just left enough in here for that reason, where I know how much I was paying and how much I was able to withdraw. You're going to see that when you go to my wallet. Click on my wallet, and right down here, it tells you the amount of money you made. The total, 570. I withdrew the rest and left 190. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? This keeps track of everything, this system here. That way you know how much you made in the entire system. That being said, you don't ever want to withdraw more than what you have to pay, because I know I want this same money again. I want to get paid 570 again, times 2. That's what? Over 1,000, what am I saying? I'm terrible. 1,140, I think it is. Yeah, 1,140 for next month. So I know I'll be able to withdraw another nice chunk compared to all the new members that are coming in and helping with the growth of our company, and the members that are already in. Now all these members pay that money again. This is going to be double, and now I know I'm going to have that money again. Listen, what we mean by this is you're going to be able to pay your cell phone bill when you first start out with the profit, and then it's going to be your car payment, and then it's going to be your house payment, and then it's going to be all the bills that you have in your house that you're going to be covered. The company's going to be able to pay for that with your earnings. What I'm trying to tell you is, when we mean retirement, we mean retirement from paying your bills. You're going to be able to retire from that. So no longer will you have to worry about, oh my God, how am I going to pay my car payment this month? Oh, do I have to make a deferred payment? Oh, let me borrow some money so I can pay my car. You know, that's a problem that hundreds of thousands of people have across America. If they only knew about network marketing, if they only knew about marketing in general and how companies work in the system, and they would understand. But people don't believe, and they don't think that they can make that kind of money in a short period of time. They think it's a scam. Everything's a scam. That's what they all think when they think the old traditional way. When you think that old way, you don't grow. How can you? Do you think the company owner of Microsoft is going to give you their seat at the front table to sit there and own the whole company? Hell no. Do you even think you're going to get towards the VIP area of that area? No. Why? Because those guys don't ever leave. You would think they retire, but they're like 90 years old still working, making trillions of dollars. You only move up in a company if someone either has died or you have the credentials to, even if you have the credentials and the degree to move into a company and they give you a nice supervisor level and a manager, it's rare that you move up to CEO. It's hard, especially if you're in a family-built business. If you're a family-built business, you're never going to own it because they got family that's going to get there before you. Why would they give it to you? You know, you got to understand the old method. That's the old way people did business and the old way to market. They said you get a degree, go to school, you get a degree. For how many years you wasted your damn, I mean, great to get an education, don't get me wrong, but anything after high school, if you're looking for a career in a specific field, that is different. That is career. That's something totally different from a job. A job is something that you have to take to pay the bills. A career is something you set your heart and soul to get, and then you go out and get that degree, and then you live that life. But even if you do get that career and live that life, are you really free? Depending on your career. Like if you're a photographer shooting wildlife and that's your career and you get it and you do it, that's something different. You living freely in career. Now, if you're working at a hospital, you know, you're a nurse or whatever, or you got a surgeon, you know that you're working weird hours of the day. I don't know how much free time you get, or lawyers, or doctors, or, I mean, it's just different career, but that's a career. It's a totally different choice from a job. When you get a job, you're just there, you're surviving to pay the bills. No one has ever got rich getting a job. I'm telling you that right now. I know you heard this a million times, but it's exact truth. It's absolute truth. So you have a job now. What do? You find something that has to do with network marketing. It's the quickest way for someone like you and I that could take $25, $10, $15, or whatever, $50, $100 to make a lot of money in a short period of time. And this is what we have here in the legacy. If you build it right with the right people with that same mindset, you will never fail, because the system won't let you. The system is here to help you. We pay out a lot of money You work the system right, you get paid. Just take a look at the reviews. Take a look at the withdrawal reviews. Ask them people, have you been paid? Yes. How much you get paid? This much. That's not a lie, ladies and gentlemen. The system's not a lie. The program's not a lie. If you apply for the tools, you got the tools. Guess what? You're using them right now. You're using everything that we've told you you can get, you're getting. And we're adding more. So I just feel very dedicated to the system and the program. Myself and saying we didn't build this to fail. We didn't. Only people fail the system or programs. There could be errors and glitches that can be fixed, but when people decide to quit and because they feel like it failed or they're uneducated, that's not our fault. That's their fault for not educating themselves or meeting the right sponsor. Even if you have the wrong sponsor, get with the community of people. Get with our Facebook group. There's people in there right now that will assist you and help you the best they can.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, this is something phenomenal here, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll do everything in our power to help you as best we can. So let me stop lecturing. I do apologize.
Don't worry about it. We can ready to close it out in a minute. I was trying to keep it under 45 to 50 minutes, but we're gonna go ahead and kill these last 8 9 minutes. Just like the lion with the thorn in their part. Are you gonna be that person to instead of pulling it out? Are you gonna let these little things keep you from going to your next destination? Hopefully not. We're getting calls around the world with people praising the opportunity. Me and Ramon are just great, the greatest. Look, we didn't do anything great. We just decided to help a lot of people, and that's the reason. This system is total built on giving. Is totally built on helping, and that's the reason why it's been a disruption in online and with other businesses. Is because never before have leaders seen a way to really help their downline. They've always benefited from their downline, but they've never really reached back and helped those people. With this, it depends on how many people you pull through the door. When I get to that second and third level, I have to pull people through that door. I just can't sit there and just wait for them to push me through the next levels. I have to help people and so they can push me through the other matrices. That's the reason why this thing is so amazing. It's built on helping people and giving them an opportunity. I had major leaders saying no, 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 saying I don't. I could just blow through that so quick, and then I'm already in the third matrix, and never once realizing that what are you doing for your people? You're not doing anything in this program. You are helping your people. And that's when they came back, and now they're starting to build organizations with us and saying, hey, they were wrong. They shot themselves in the foot. But it's never too late because where you start is where you start with your team. It's never
Mm-hmm.
going to be too late. It could be a year from now. Where you start is where you start with your team, and you have the same opportunity as the people that started 6 months to a year ago that built their team. And that's the same thing that we're teaching everybody and training everybody. So look, I got about 6 more minutes on the pay me forward program. What we're going to do is I'm going to have some brain excuse me, breakout sections, and we're gonna do some training on technique on how to leverage that $25. If you cannot leverage a $25 program to get the massive people to come in, if you can't do that, then guess what? You probably in the wrong industry. The price point, the pay plan is so unique that you can leverage almost anybody into this program. So we're going to put together a couple of breakout sessions for those people who want to use that pay it forward feature to your advantage and really see your income blow up. Now, if you do it right, you'll see something solid happen within your organization, and you'll be moving fast, and people want to know, what are you doing? They don't understand the mindset of thinking outside the box, and we're going to come together sometime this week. I'm going to put something together, and we're going to get a few people on the line that are masters at this thing and how to use it, because I've seen it used correctly by some teams, and they are blowing up like the World Trade. Well, it did fall, but anyway. Sorry, but we're gonna get together. We're gonna teach you guys exactly how to use that pay it forward feature, so you can blow your business up. So look for that, Ramon. I do have a few questions, but the thing about these questions, Ramon, is
Yeah.
they are located in our frequently asked questions section. If you're not doing your homework, and I'm gonna put this on tape, we are not going to babysit you. If the first thing I'm gonna ask when you ask the question is, did you read the frequently asked questions section? Did you read the terms of agreement? If you didn't do all those things, do not come here asking questions.
Oh,
If
I just made $5.
look at him,
That's not.
do not come here asking questions. We're in shift mode. We can't sit around asking questions that's already been. Well, I wasn't here on that day. The information is put on our site, and you should be teaching your same people. If you are asking questions, did you ask your upline? Well, I don't talk to him. Well, you need to fix that. This is the time where you need to fix that. I don't even know who he is. Well, you need to fix that. This is once you start asking those questions, and I'm asking you, did you talk to your upline? And you don't even know who they are, then that's where we need to start. We don't even need to answer that question. We need to fix that situation because it's broken. And this is the reason why people aren't moving forward, is because they're not getting the leadership and the help that they need. Me and Ramon can't. We are leaders, and we're going to lead people, and we're going to pour into people, and we're going to teach people. But we need the leaders to come forth and help us teaching their people, because you can't be on here for 2, 3, or 4 hours answering the same questions that we've written on the site and in our terms of agreements. Do your due diligence, do your homework. And then if you can't get those answers done and you can't get that, put in, no, don't put in a trouble ticket because too many tickets going in. Come to the webinars. Come to these webinars. We're going to have them till the 11th, Ramon, correct?
Yes, the 11th is when we're moving. We're removing the first one right
Right.
here.
We're going to be having these webinars. It's going to be plenty of questions and answers on the webinar. So you say, well, I was on the last one. Trust me, if you come to the next one, you're going to hear stuff that you didn't hear on the last one, because that's how it works around here. So thank you guys. Ramon, we got 3 more minutes. You want to take it out?
Yeah. Well, did we have some questions, or did you want to get those?
Like I said, I'm ready to go. They can go read the
All right, I'll
questions.
take them.
They can
Don't
go
worry about it.
They
I'll
can go
take
read. They can go read the frequently asked questions, and then they can come back tomorrow and answer the questions if they didn't get answered there. We've been on
no,
here
but
an
you gotta go.
hour.
Go ahead. I'll take it, my friend. Or do you need? Or do we have to go entirely?
No, well, look, we're gonna go ahead and close here for you guys. Make sure you're here at the same time, same channel. Show up big so we can get your questions answered.